Hi everybody, so no news for today. I hope you're doing fine, but we're going to do a quick overview of DNSTwist. DNSTwist is a tool that you find on Kali Linux, but you can download it as a Python file and you can also find it online. And I want to show you how it works. DNSTwist, you can run it and see the option it takes. And basically, you can start it and put the domain. You can have many options that you want to check, the output and stuff like that, but basically you could put only your domain on it. So my domain is forezo.com. So we're going to check that stuff. DNSTwist is going to actually, as the name kind of say it, is going to twist all the characters to see if you have any domain similar to your domain on the network, and if these domain actually have any registration, or if they are registered, what's attached to them. I'm going to show you how it looks like. So I'm running it right now, and as you can see, it's actually scanning. Oh, I should. So you see, and it's running the permutation. I guess you see it this way. We are 70% right now. So it's kind of fast. It's running like 7,857 permutation. And for each of these permutation, which is like flipping the letters or write the name, is going to look for, is there a DNS registered? Is there any record attached to it, like an MX record, NS record, and stuff like that. And these are the key attributes that will help you define if it has any value. So let's look at that. Basically, anything that has a server fail is a good thing because it means that it didn't find anything. So it's not registered and there is no one trying to use the same name as yours. The interesting thing is, you see, it's switching all the name in using a lot or most of the alphabet that look close to the name, and it's telling you for all of them what it found. Now, if we go there, it's doing transposition and stuff like that. So what's interesting there, you can see it did find a registration. You got a similar name to my domain, which is info.rezo.com, but which is split like that, info.rezo.com, and there is an IP attached to it. So that means that someone is using that registration and has an IP pointing to it. So in this case, réseau is network in French. It kind of makes sense to have something called info, like information.rezo.com. Basically, would be a website about information of network. I can actually load a browser right there. Actually, you cannot tell me because it's not live, but if we go there, info.rezo.com, and it's going to tell us, oh, it's unsafe, and we cannot get more information about it. So there is nothing on it. Anyway, and this is how it goes. And then we can actually dig into more. You see in the option, we can look for the one with an MX check. Check if an MX is present. And as it's saying, it's actually letting you know if it finds some domain with permutation with an MX, which means that it could be used to send email with a domain looking like you, and it's like usually used for spamming. So people would register a domain with a name similar to yours, register an email server, and start to mail on behalf of it with a name that look like it. And let's go for it. And you can obviously redirect the output to a file, so as you can actually consult it later and browse it, put it in a table like with Excel or something like that, and browse the content more easily than just browsing in a terminal. And this is allowing you to assess the risk of a domain. I'm going to try to pull one actually. Let's see if it's going anywhere. No, stopping. I'm going to go there, info.rezo.com. Oh, DNSTwist info.rezo.com.txt. That thing is going to run and feed the file. And once we have it, we'll see all the content of in the list and see how it looks like. The file is being created. It's less interactive because we do not see the output. It is gonna come. All right, we have a file right now, and let's check it. VM DNSTwist. There we go. And if we look into it, oh, it's not as beautiful because we should open it in an actual text file. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna open that thing in an actual text editor. That's how it looks like in a text file. And if we go there and look for MX, and I hope I'm gonna be able to actually go down faster. Oh, there's an interesting one. There we go. So you got that one. Oh, info-réseau.com, which is in a parking in Canadian domain, and it has an MX, which is called emailforward.info.réseau.com. So this one could actually be used to send email on behalf of my domain. So that's kind of interesting. And this is how we spot with DNSTwist dangerous stuff. So if we look at it, MX, I can actually get there and do a simple cat DNSTwist pipe grep MX. And that's the only one we've won. And that's even looking better this way. And you can see, so if you do that with your own domain, you run it and you look for all the DNS names that are registered that actually have a name server, NS, and then an MX registered to it, which is a mail exchanger. That means that the domain is configured to send email and receive email and could be used to send spamming, phishing using domain name impersonation. So that's something. This is how you can use DNSTwist to look for typosquatting of your domain and see if actually active, and the thing is doing it itself. You could see that it's like a 1 minute run. That's very easy, and you can quickly assess. And then if it's like a brand or a company name or something like that, or you can obviously look if it's legitimate. So you cannot take down everything, but if it's an obvious typosquatting used for malware, sending, phishing, emailing, you can actually report that in phishing URL and stuff like that. Or you could even put a legal claim. You go to the abuse of the domain registrar, claiming this is your brand and this should not be used. And then you can maybe take it down later on. You may need the use of a lawyer for that, but knowing it's there is already something interesting. So I hope this is helping. This is a DNSTwist tool. You can find the tool online as well, but as you can see, it runs in terminal on Linux, very easy to do, and it's bringing a tremendous value because you can actually identify domains that are registered with an MX server, and so they are ready to send and receive email on behalf of the registered domain. So something to keep in mind. If you have any question, fill that in the comment. If you like that, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, and I will go more on that. I'm going to keep doing the daily news, but also trying to speak about some tools, command line tools that may help you assessing your attack surface. And that's about it for today. See you later. Bye bye.